See, and I know that's a little too well.
They just said we're going to require further action.
Okay, so we're on live.
David, they will take your call.
It's all right. It's fine. Oh, I got to handle it. It's already handled.
Okay. Back in the day, I had a car.
Really?
Yeah. So they were going to charge me to come get it, so I would go to the dealership. And it was wild. They wanted 2 months worth. And I'm like, I don't have it. I can give you 1 month's worth. And they're like, that's not enough.
What?
I know.
I pay them off all the
They
time.
wouldn't take it.
Well, cost them more money. But well, the car's worth less than what I bought it for. So good luck with that.
Just free if they take it, especially if you have any equipment inside.
They're not going to take it.
So, welcome to Connect the Dots with Anne-Marie. We're all connected in one way or another, and this show is about people empowering people, preferably not through your debt. And today I have the honor and pleasure to have with me 2 people that I'm very intrigued with because they have come together as a team. I'm sorry. And I can already tell that they make a very, very, very good team and come from absolute different angles and how they feed off of each other's strengths and provide additional strength to each other from different perspectives. With that being said, I'm with Gloria West. Welcome, Gloria.
Thank you.
Who's a recording artist, and David Pizza, who is her producer. And I thought I had this at, excuse me.
We're off to a championship start here.
I thought I had this. I actually, was like showing off that I'm half Puerto Rican and half Italian, and I got this, and then I don't pronounce it right. I am so sorry about that.
It's okay. The collection people did it too.
Now, I have to say that his voice matches his looks and his name. He's very handsome. And as a producer, that tells me that there's a lot of thought process that goes within his job. So if he has the brains to go with it too, ladies, watch out. You are listening to Connect the Dots, as I mentioned. We are all connected in one way or another, and this show is about people empowering people, preferably through the arts. And it's sponsored by the Best of St. Pete. The Best of St. Pete is a networking venue for people within the arts, fashion, sports, hospitality, and cuisine industries. It takes a village, so get involved. And yes, you heard me say a village, because when I started the Best of St. Pete, I wanted a village. And I had a village, but nobody was being proactive. So I want a willing village, and it is free. So please get involved with the Best St. Pete. Check us out on Facebook. On WSPF-DB, rhinoonair.com, your favorite friendly internet radio station, and also on Fab Radio International. Welcome. Welcome. That I know, it gets so lengthy there, but I have to make sure I put it on there. I am very grateful you're here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes, it is.
Thank you so much. And I will give a quick understanding, my perspective of Gloria. I really had never heard about Gloria West until like a month ago. And I was told by my friends that we were going to Moscato's to do something and to get together because Gloria West was singing that night and we had to be there to support Gloria. And I'm like, okay, cool, I'm in, we're doing this. And I just went as a friend to go eat good Italian food, and there's live music, and I love the downstairs there, the underground. Let's do it, I'm there. What a pleasant surprise and joy it was the moment first of all, I'm coming down these stairs feeling like I'm all that in a bag of chips. And then the music starts. And there's this girl, very pretty, very talented, and at the same time, it felt very humble, very in your zone, and there for the music, by the music, for the music. And that is why I say it was such a pleasant surprise, because I like going out to listen to live music, but when then it was just all around surprise because you have your own style, you have your own brand, you have your own flavor. So even if you're doing something that could be cover, you give it your own spin, make it your own, and for that I commend you, and I was in awe.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on the show today. And now with Gloria, when I invited her, because right away I said, oh my gosh, I have to interview this girl. Whatever she's doing, it's very well worth sharing. Once again, I mentioned a month ago, I had no idea who she was. And now I have become an instant fan, and I'm following her around town now. And now there's all of us sending messages, oh, Gloria's going to be in. Oh, okay, then we'll have to go there. So tells me that you're in it for the right reasons because the steps are falling into place. But with Gloria inviting her onto the show, the first thing she said, well, I have to check with my producer. And I'm like, what? I'll have my people talk to your people and maybe we can make this happen. But I have to say that also tells me that you're taking your career very seriously because those are the channels to follow. This business does not just happen. Everybody wants to cut corners. And you need a publicist. You can use a manager. You can use a producer. You can use an executive producer. And it is all part of the business. And if you try to cut corners, trust me, you're going to get to 5 years are going to go by and you're going to look back and say, crap. Okay.
Sticking with the struggle.
Exactly. So, it's time to make a change, and I admire that. And I am and to help others that want to pursue their careers in the music industry to understand the business. With that being said, we're here in St. Petersburg, Florida, where we have a huge art community from all genres. Mm-hmm. Music. In my particular case, I also work a lot in the visual arts. Mm-hmm. I actually started out to just do music, and it turns out I married an artist, and now I've been very blessed to be able to be part of that other community as well. Mm-hmm. Having so many artists and talented people, being surrounded by so many talented people, it's good. And at the same breath, it keeps you on your toes because you're challenged every single day by your peers or your wannabe peers. And either way you put it, it is a constant, I don't want to call it struggle, but it is an ongoing process. As a producer, that's where my first question is I'm going to first start with David. As a producer, because you're now on the first, I'm going to say on the first tier of different phases. You're on the first tier of different phases as well. And I'll explain very quickly what I mean by that. You're on the first phase when it's time to record. It's all about Gloria West, and it's in her moment in that studio. As a producer, you're in that first phase of the stages because you're going to when you're going out there to take that music or to get her to be known or who to pick to produce her music and to do all these other logistics. So I'm very interested to hear from you how you two met and how you became a producer, or should we do it in the other order? How you became a producer?
Well, I'll give you a quick rundown. Yeah. I've been producing, songwriting, engineering for over 15 years. I have a gold record. I've done almost two dozen independent albums over the years on the recording studio up north.
Oh my gosh! Another superstar and connect the dots. You see, that's what happens in the studio.
And then it was about back